So I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I have two jobs in North London and I thought I'd take you guys along for the ride. This is the Trucker's Eye. So as you can see, we're just making our way off the M25 and up to junction 25, which is the A10. The A10 North takes you to Hoddesdon, the A10 South takes you into London. As we head onto the roundabout, I just need to let you know that this roundabout has recently been widened. This section of it is alright, but as we go further round and across the M25, look what happens. And as you can see, we follow our lane around the roundabout, and for some unknown reason, we end up in lane 2. The road designers around at the moment really are excelling themselves. It's here that we can take a look down to the left and see the disruption being caused by the roadworks for the emergency laybys between junctions 25 and 23. Now, I covered this in an earlier video. So we head off on the A10 on our way towards Enfield. Our first delivery point will be Edmonton, not far off the A406, the North Circular Road. If you've never driven in London before in either a HGV or even in a car, what I will say to you is that Londoners, if they see a 3-foot gap of space, they have to be in it. Quickly moving the video on, as I'm sure you didn't want to watch me sitting in traffic jams, normally I would head straight down the A10 and take the A406 to my destination. But today, the road that I come off the A406 onto is closed. Now, knowing London quite well, I'm going to take a diversion that I also know, which is the A110, and that's left at this set of traffic lights. This is Southbury Road, and this will take us past Southbury Tube Station and towards Ponders End High Street. This set of traffic lights also take about 3 days to change, so let's speed the video up and we'll get down to the Nags Head Road.
Right, fine.
I'm going down the Nags.
I'm going down the Nags.
Well, that's not strictly true. We're not actually going down the Nags Head Road. We're going right, and we're going to go down Ponders Road High Street. Now, on a normal day, the traffic is really busy on this road, but today I've caught it on a really nice day. No traffic to be seen anywhere. Brilliant. As you can see, the purpose-built cycle lanes are also full to capacity. I do find myself asking why people buy certain types of cars, and I'm doing the same right now as I look at this pink Mercedes. A little bit further down, we stop to let a pedestrian across the zebra crossing. And what a very nice man he is. Thank you very much. A little bit further down the road and we come across this patchwork quilt. I'm sure money could be better spent than putting bricks across the road like this. Pavement parking in London is also forbidden, unless instructed to do so. I'm not sure that they should be parked in the middle of the road like this. Another thing I always seem to notice when I drive through London suburbs is how dirty the net curtains are in all the houses. It's like nobody washes them. Take a look. Very shortly we will be taking a left turn at a set of traffic lights. Now, it's very important to dominate the road at this junction, as you cannot make the turn in a HGV turning left without the trailer going across the pavement. It is imperative that you do not let cars go up the inside of you, as this is what causes accidents. What is essentially keeping everybody safe to a truck driver is you think you own the road, you lot, to everybody else. So this is the road where we need to be. The industrial estate is about a mile ahead. A lot of London's infrastructure was built a long time ago, so it's quite often that you'll find industrial units amongst residential areas. As you can see from the road signage, pavement parking is allowed along this road for the cars. Fast forward through a little bit more of that residential area and we come up to our delivery point, which is this industrial estate coming up on the left. I'll go and do the delivery and we'll pick this back up when we're on our way to our second destination. So that's the first delivery out of the way. Earlier I mentioned the road closure, which made me divert to that delivery a different way, and this is the road closure. As you can see, I can't come the opposite way into the delivery, but I can go out this way, and as I'm using the A406 North Circular Road to get to our second destination, which is Southall, I'm okay to go this way. As we get through the first set of lights and we make a right turn, you can see the traffic that has built up with that road closure. Luckily, I missed all of this. I'll then make another right turn just underneath the A406. This section of the A406 is one of the only roads in London that you can actually get moving on. So let's take this opportunity to sit back and relax as we watch the A406 pass us by. And just like that, and with London being London, the next queue is never far away. And as you can see, we are now at the next set of traffic lights, which I think is the 237th set of traffic lights we have hit in the last 2 minutes. And this is a regular occurrence and a regular sight on London's roads, people begging as the traffic lights go to red. As we move the video on and bear left, you can see the same sort of situation on the opposite side of the carriageway. Quickly moving the video on, we have now passed the A1 and the M1 as well. And just over the brow of this bridge, you will see Wembley Stadium's famous arch in the distance. And it's not long before we reach the back of the queue for Hanger Lane Gyratory. The Hanger Lane Gyratory is arguably one of London's busiest roundabouts. I want to take the A40 westbound, for which I will need to be in this lane, which is lane 3. As you can see, Londoners have a habit of making their own lanes. It's important that as a HGV driver that you dominate the road and your position. I'm doing nothing wrong at this point, I'm not changing lanes. As you look into the distance, you will see a massive building being constructed. This is actually being constructed in the middle of the gyratory. Now this is a highly controversial construction project. After all, it's being built in the middle of one of London's busiest intersections. And it's not like they're going to need any more space for widening the junction, is it? Eventually the traffic lights change and we get our turn on the magic roundabout, only to meet some more major roadworks on the slip road onto the A40. So far the journey has been 12 miles and it has taken us an hour. Finally we're able to make it onto the main carriageway. Just check out that traffic heading for central London on the opposite side of the road. And finally, we are just a couple of miles from our second and final delivery of the day. From the A40, we will take the A312 southbound, heading in the direction of Heathrow. Now as we make our way down the A312, you'll notice a bus lane. Now the bus lane is only operational between 7 AM and 10 AM in the morning. The current time of driving down this road is about midday. Now this isn't just exclusive to London. What you'll find that happens in a lot of cities is that everybody moves out of the way of the bus lane. It's almost as if they can't read the signs. The bus lane should be treated as a normal lane at this point. It's the left lane or the inside lane. Let's say I'm filtering. A little bit further along the road and you can see people waiting at the crossing. Drivers should be anticipating that the lights are going to change. One of them actually does, but then decides to carry on anyway. So we make a left turn and we're almost at our final delivery. We'll continue along this road for about a mile. Then we'll cross a mini roundabout before weaving our way around to a second mini roundabout where we will then make a sharp left-hand turn. Once again, we'll be turning into another residential area. Now, as you can see, it can get really tight down this road, especially if other vehicles are coming the other way. Personally, I would have held back to let those people get onto the pavement properly. You never know if anyone is going to fall into the road. But off we go again, and as you can see, pavement parking is allowed once again in this residential street. We then come to a tight right-hand bend, and you're guaranteed to find somebody coming the opposite way. As you can see, I pull into the left to give way to the oncoming vehicles. I can only let so many vehicles through. I have to make a decision to pull out again, as if I don't, the vehicles behind me coming around the bend will clog the bend up and there'll be nowhere for the oncoming traffic to go. Fortunately, the driver of the Kia realises what's going on and pulls in to let me through. In just a couple of 100 yards, I will make a sharp left turn and I will be at my final delivery. We'll pick the video up once I've made the delivery. So that's it, our final delivery in London complete, and we can head back down the residential street and get out of here. We'll make our way out onto the M4 and out of London entirely. I think we got away pretty well there with the traffic in London. Normally it is a lot busier than what you've seen in this vlog. Which leads me on to this question. This is the first vlog I've done on the channel. Would you be interested in seeing some more? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time on the next video. Thanks for watching.